Amipilu la kubo. Allo.
I'm going to explain briefly how Mbunda people came to be an indigenous population in the Western Province in particular. The Mbunda people originate from the Kola in the Congo, just like other tribes. Bambunda bafuma kuje kukola umutambela wa Mkongo bafuma miati ya rangi boshe. Bambunda bafumine Mkongo kutoka kwenda kutonda libu ya kulima. The Mbundas left the territory of Congo because it was raining too much, so therefore they started migrating to look for land. So they migrated southwards. Baidile kuchikulo, baidile kuna kumbwela. Baidile kumbwela, kuko wela muje mulioni matangwano lifutile batanuka wa Angola. Chomule mulifutile Angola bakele mundili ya mwene Yamba Kapanda. In Angola they were led by King Yamba Kapanda. And then King Yamba Kapanda had the princes. One of them had the princess. Then there was also another succeeding. The one who succeeded him was Chief Chingumbe. And the Chief Chingumbe, rather King Chingumbe, was the father of Chiengele Chingumbe Chitengi. Therefore, the princes at that time thought they could still migrate downwards, southwards. The one who went southwards was the king, was the Chief Kanyanga. The one who came to the east, first was led by Mwene Mundu Mangulumbe, who came to settle at Liumba in Karabo. Owalibangele kukolora mulifutilino lya muna mubului, apule Mwene Mundu Mangulumbe, akatunganga ndaengi haja Liumba Mukarabo. The second one to come was the Chief Kandala Biemba. Aitela mchiwa alikweta muna Muzambia, apule Mwene Kandala Biemba. Akatungile hakulibanga kukanyonyo chwa charuka ejaharayuka mu mabumbu, and that's why I was buried. Then atele munima Mwene Chiengele. The one who came next, the third one, was Mwene Chiengele. Mwene Chiengele Chingumbe Chitengi moved with warriors, and the Mbunda system was such that junior chiefs went ahead before the senior one. So mwetele Mwene Chiengele atuli hakamba haje ya ndonga na banu bendi na mashwala levendi. When the Chief Chiengele arrived, he reached there where at the bank of Zambezi River with his soldiers, families and the other people that accompanied him. They took 7 days to cross the Zambezi River after Chief Mulambwa Santulu gave them permission to cross the Zambezi River into Bulozi. Mwene Chiengele bamutale tele kuli Mulambwa Santulu uko wela muna Muzambia muna muuluyo ni mchana kuko wela muna mchulu kuli Mulambwa Santulu akule mwene simbwije namiko tulitunga wa simbwije chokufumaho mba mtambwile Mwene Chiengele bamtile bangombe 10. When Mwene Chiengele was received, King Mulambwa Santulu slaughtered 10 bulls for the people who came to celebrate, and they made friendship as a result of the welcome that King Mulambwa Santulu received Chief Chiengele Chitengi Chingumbe. Now, at that time, people lived in bands, and you survived by having soldiers or warriors. So, in that time, people were being attacked, and in those attacks, one of them was the people from where is Northwestern Province today, who entered this place to steal cattle from the lodges. And it was the Mbunda people who conquered them, and they never returned to Western Province, to this place, to Bulozi again. And that's what made King Mulambwa Santulu to ask Chief Chiengele not to go further or return. And they made the Mulambwa Chiengele Friendship Treaty. This is the treaty that has made the people, the Mbunda people, an indigenous population of Western Province, based on the Mulambwa Chiengele Friendship Treaty of 1795. Wakandela maneni bekata ko bakatulungulina bitenga tulina byahano kusholo wangwe tu echichika bambunda bapange telebika. What we come to next is to indicate some items or artifacts which the Mbunda people used during their life throughout their expedition up to the time they entered Bulozi. So uke wohuta wanikili walusipa uke wohuta walusipa kengene mjomona ukwata uke mjomona likuwa sirekula mulindita wambuno. This is the bow and arrow, and this is is what the Mbundas used in all their fights, including the fights they fought in Bulozi at that time. The bow and arrow at that time was the latest technology because you did not need to be near a person to hammer to kill them. This is the smoking pipe. Mbundas were smokers, so they used a smoking pipe. This is a knife which has a covering, which is called chindalo. That's the covering for safekeeping. And the chindalo is placed in on the in the hip, on the right or left side. This is what was used to fetch water and drink. This is a stool which Mbunda people used to sit on. This is a comb which the Mbundas were using because they used to keep a lot of hair. So this is a comb, muchairi. This is a pot. The pot that was being used is made of clay. This is the plate that was being used on saving Shima. This is what was used to keep the water cool. It's made of clay. This is the hoe that was used for cultivating. This is how fire was made by causing friction. In the name in Mbunda is motoro. By causing a lot of friction, the heat then will ignite fire. This is a musical instrument which was used by both hands by striking those pieces. This is an iron tool which was used for iron smelting. This is the instrument that was used during iron smelting to hold the hot items, hot metals. This is what was used in place of bucket for fetching water from the river. This is what was used in place of bucket. This is an instrument or a gauge in the stomach to administer some medicine into the body. This is a small hoe which is used only for dancing. This is what was used when they have pounded millet, then to separate the husks from the millet. This is what was used. This is an instrument to use to produce music when one has successfully killed an animal in the bush, because Mbunda people are people hunters. When you arrive home, you rejoice. Njikula bitula kala kunavyo muundo ndo kesi mambo bakio huvya kwa